I'll tell you, I was really nervous for this game because Maine is really a mentally tough team, very disciplined. They have, for the amount of youth they have, and they have a lot of international players, but they're the first-year players at Maine. Now, they're very experienced, but they're first years at Maine, and they are just, they go deep into their sets, they get what they want, they don't take bad shots, and so it was a game where, we were just nervous until that fourth quarter run. I mean, we just never could put them away. So that was a really good game to have right before ACC. We had to talk a lot, we had to discuss a lot, we had to adjust a lot, and I'm really pleased with this win. I really am. I think Maine's very good. So, and I really am happy for Jessica. That was it was a great moment, and I had text her mom, I think on Saturday, I think, and said, hey, your girl's about 17 points away, and make sure you come. And she was like, okay. And so we were in the game, and it was going on, and I had her count in my head, and I kept looking at the screen, and then I finally just had to scream at her and tell her to shoot. And she thought I was crazy, but she didn't know what I was trying to get done. So I go to Adrian. I'm like, Ma, Jit needs 2 points for thousands. Give me a call. Give me something for her. And I can't even repeat what you said. And then Mott panicked. She doesn't know. I go, that's the point. She doesn't know. But I need you to tell me what she's going to. So then finally I just told Jessica, just score. I need you to score 2 points. And then she just got it on herself. So bad coach, bad assistant coach, great player. Yeah.
So you didn't know JT? You weren't keeping the countdown in your head.
I mean, I knew coming into this tournament I needed like 17 more points, but as far as today, I didn't know how many points I had at halftime. I didn't know how far I was away from 1,000. So, but it wasn't until Coach told me run a certain play and score 2 points, and I was like, all right, I must be right there.
So what does it mean to you to have this? I mean, we asked Maud a couple weeks ago about her milestone. Now it's your turn. What is it like to have that here at a place that means so much to you?
I mean, it's just I'm blessed, just to have this opportunity to be here and play for one of the best coaches and some of the greatest players that came through this, and just being on that wall for 1,000 points with so many different people, so many All-Americans and so many WNBA players, so many pros, like that. I'm just blessed, and I can't be more ecstatic or more happy about having this opportunity here at the University of Miami.
And Katie, I know you obviously talked about how big this was going into conference play, but especially I'm looking at the rebounds, just what you guys were able to do today.
Well, I think two things really happened. I mean, I thought Adrian Motley just established herself early, middle, late. I mean, I didn't want to take her out, but I wanted her fresh when I knew we had to have one more run. So the only times I took her out it was just because I wanted her fresh in the second half. So I thought she was just entirely dialed in the entire game. And then Erica Davenport was a little bit foggy, and I actually told her to get her head right, I guess is how I said it. And she's such a coachable kid. She actually laughed, and she's like, okay, gave me a thumbs up, and then just went on a tear. I thought she just dominated that game. We had 34 points, 40 points in the paint, and we got away from it in the third quarter, and as soon as we had a timeout, we went back to it. They executed everything and just dominated in the paint.
Mott, your performance today, did you feel dialed in? I mean, as you were going through warm-ups and everything?
Because, I mean, it took forever for you to miss the one shot you missed. It took a while. So.
Well, she didn't miss it.
Yeah, I got blocked.
She got mushed.
It's actually weird because I've been like missing a lot in practice and like shoot arounds.
Okay.
And coach told me the other day, she was like, you were missing all the shoot around, but now you're hitting. So I don't know. It just felt good. I'm just grateful that JT can join me in the 1K club, my fellow co-captain. But I was just happy. I was just happy for her. I mean, I knew coming in, but I didn't want to say anything because I know how that feels, just knowing. But it's actually funny. She came, like, she missed one shot, and everybody was like, oh! And she was like, why they yelling? Why they yelling? And I was like, nothing. She's like, you were open? I was like, no, just shoot. And so, but I'm just happy for her.
For both of you, just obviously what you guys have been able to do to win 11 straight going into conference play, how ready do you guys feel for what's waiting for you on the other side of the holiday?
I mean, I think we just got great momentum coming. We know as a team, Coach mentioned it, we're a veteran team. So during this break, it's not just to sit down and, enjoy our family, but it's not just to sit down and watch TV all day for these next 5 days or 4 days, whatever it is. It's about we still know what we got to do, and we still know what's left on the table for us and what our goal is to do.
I don't want to go home. I like this momentum that we have, going on right now. But I know everybody's going to take care of business at home. Sometimes you got to refresh, come back, and just get ready for Florida State.
What does it mean that it's going to be Florida State this year over with, Katie? I mean,
It's the rivalry, it's the fact they're so good, and Sue
Yeah.
knows what, that team is so great. You guys have played some good ones.
Right. I mean, just
See them.
just overall, coach talk. The next game is the biggest game. Well, that ain't coach talk. I mean, the next game is the biggest game, and but our start of the ACC schedule is unbelievable. We have like 4 straight games. I mean, it's really going to be crushing, and so this is a huge game. It's going to mean a lot. The Miami-Florida State games are always tough, but I mean, we would probably both be around the top 10 teams. So now you got the rivalry. I mean, it's going to be one of those storied games. They are extremely talented, and I'm going to spend. I'm happy to have my mother, who just made that noise.
I thought there was like a.
I mean, my parents are in town and everything else, but they know I'll have my nose in that computer a lot, trying to figure out what it is that we got to take away. And my team has been very, very good with the scouts, and it's going to be you have to take a couple things away, but you can't shut them down. They're extremely talented. But you know what? You can't shut Miami down either.
I know that you wanted a tough non-conference schedule
Mhm.
to get you guys ready for this. How
Yeah.
ready do you feel?
Well, I think the start of our non-conference schedule is going to, what the next 2 weeks of the ACC is going to feel like. Like, we were on the road, we were playing tough opponents, we were back-to-back preps, we didn't have a lot of time, we'd go in someone else's gym, another BCS school. And then we've been home for a little bit, and now it's going to feel like that again. But I think that the beginning of our non-conference schedule was crucially important. Through the Ohio State game, when we had all those road games, that's what it was for. Yep. Thanks.
In the last 4 weeks, and are you used to that fast pace? Is it normal already? Are you on track?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I think we really like tonight, for example. Maine was battling us, and then we were not executing in the third quarter, but they were missing their shots because their legs were a little bit gone. And then we don't lose a beat when we sub. In fact, in some areas we gain, in some areas we lose, but our bench just battling. And I thought Kiana Harris, you look at her stats, and I don't know they're going to be, but what a hustler. I mean, she was just all over the place tonight, but it's not going to show up on the stat sheet, but she just was an X factor tonight. They just couldn't match her energy.
This is for the girls. The last time you faced Florida State was in the ACC quarterfinals, and that was a battle, and it was 11 motions. Are you still think about that win and how the regular season went for you, and then facing them in the quarterfinals and then beating them the way that you did? What do you take away from that?
I go back to that game all the time, just because of how well executed the game plan was, how much fun it was, just the energy and all as one. So yeah, I think about it, and I can reflect back to that game and look at the decisions I made, because I know they bring a lot of people back. They added some pieces, but they bring a lot of people back, and I know what some of the looks I got. I can go back and look at that as well. So yeah, going back to that game, it was just a beautiful feel as a team, and just looking forward to it.
Yeah, I agree. We just know each other so well. I think that's the one team in the ACC we know each other so well. We know what Romero's going to do. We know what Brittany Brown's going to do. We know each other so well, so we know it's going to be a dogfight. But going back to that game, like Jet said, it was just so much emotion and so much fun. And we kind of messed up their season a little bit at that at when we won. So I know they're gonna come back extra hard at us, but we're just ready. It's always fun playing Florida State, so we're just ready.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Merry